Good morning class. Welcome to 5th class science. We are discussing our chapter 2 food, health and diseases. In the last class we discussed about communicable diseases and in today's we are going to discuss how communicable diseases spread from an infected person to a healthy one. Now the first one is communicable disease can be passed on or spread through infected food and water. What does it mean? That the food and water contain the germs that cause the disease, and these infected food and water are consumed by a healthy person. Now we have discussed in our last class that cholera and typhoid were the two communicable diseases spread through infected food and water. Now how do the disease spread? Sometimes our overripe fruits and stale food contains germs. If we eat such food, we will get the disease. So we should avoid eating overripe fruits and stale food. We should eat fresh food only. Next, food should not be cooked or kept in unclean vessels, as these vessels might contain germs. So, food should always be cooked in a clean vessel and put in a clean pot. Third, our hands sometimes are dirty, and such dirt can also be containing certain disease causing germs. So we should always wash our dirty hands before touching or eating food. Now germs can also be present in air. So we must always keep our food and water under or kept covered. We should always keep the food and water that we consume covered so that the germs from air do not cause any harm to it. Now there are various flies that carry germs, and these flies, when they sit on our food, they transfer such germs onto our food. So what we can do there? We can cover our food and water so that the flies do not sit on them and do not pass the germs on our food. Now the last point of this is, germs can get into our body through the feces. So we must always wash our hands after coming from the bathroom. Now the second method how communicable disease spread are through air. Some diseases like tuberculosis, measles, influenza, chickenpox, swine flu, they are all transported through air. Here what happens is, if an infected person cough or sneezes, the germs that is present inside the infected person comes out in the air. And from this air, a healthy person might breathe in such germs, and the germs are now transported into a healthy person. The third way of transferring communicable disease are through insects. There are two major insects that transport diseases. One is houseflies and one is mosquitoes. Now all of you know that flies sit on dirt and garbage. This dirt and garbage contains germs. And when these flies, they containing the germs, sit on our food, the food is contaminated with such germs. Houseflies are responsible for causing disease like diarrhea, typhoid and cholera. Mosquitoes also cause disease like malaria and dengue. Malaria is caused by a type of mosquito known as Anopheles, and dengue is caused by a mosquito known as Aedes mosquito. There are other diseases caused by mosquitoes like chikungunya. Now we will be discussing how mosquitoes cause malaria, dengue and chikungunya. How can we prevent ourselves from these diseases? Now, to control these diseases, we must control the number of mosquitoes present in our surrounding. For that, we should not allow water to collect in our surroundings because mosquitoes lay their eggs in the water. So if there is no water in the surrounding, like in pots or pans or old tires, if there are no waters, then there will be no eggs of the mosquitoes. The next we can do is, we can introduce fishes that feed on mosquito larvae. Now mosquito larvae are small mosquitoes that hatch from the egg. So the mosquito that just hatched from the egg are known as mosquito larvae. They are generally present in water. So if on large ponds and lakes we introduce fishes that feed on such mosquitoes, the number of mosquitoes will automatically come down. We should use mosquitoes net if there are mosquitoes in our surrounding. We can also do is use mosquito repellent creams so that such mosquitoes do not bite us and we do not get such diseases. If there is a lot of cases of malaria or any other disease going on, we can consult our doctor and take preventive medicines if such cases of like malaria is common where we live. So these are some of the methods or preventive measures that we can take of malaria, dengue and chikungunya.